Recycling properly can be a mystery, but there are ways to break it down and also learn more about how and where to recycle some tricky items here in the Sacramento area. Blogger Luci Petlack of Luci's Morsels joins us now with her insight into little-known ways we can recycle in our region and integrate living more sustainably in Sacramento. Hi, Luci.
Hi, Aubrey.
So I do feel like I run into this issue sometimes because there's something like, I know this could be recycled, but I don't know where to recycle. It's not like maybe the typical, paper bags and things like that. What are some of the basics of recycling and how you know what should go in the trash bin and what can be recycled, upcycled, and reused?
Absolutely. It is very confusing. I will be the first person to tell you that. So the first thing is that the city of Sacramento has an app that you can download for free called Sac Recycle. And for the basics of what should go in your trash bin or your recycle bin, you can do a search on there and it will just tell you which bin to put it into. Some of the other confusing things, if you're not sure which one it should go in, put it in the trash, because if something goes into the recycling that can be problematic, then it could ruin that whole batch. So if you're really not sure, put it in the trash can rather than wish cycling, they call it, putting it in the recycling and hoping you're doing the right thing.
Oh, got it. So why are you so passionate about sustainable living and recycling?
Oh, goodness, that's a question. I'm born and raised in California, and I think it's just sort of ingrained in me. And when we moved to Sacramento a few years ago, I had a brand new baby. We bought our house, and it just seemed the time was right to learn more and do more. And I quickly became overwhelmed. And so I decided to kind of shift my blog to talking about my learning process through all of this and how to fit it in to my life in a way that was sustainable, that I could do this for more than a month or a year, and not be guilt-ridden and not just lose control over what I was trying to do.
So when it comes to recycling, what are you finding that people put in the recycle bin that really shouldn't be in there?
Probably the most common thing that goes in the recycling bin that shouldn't is actually plastic bags. So things like shopping bags, Ziploc bags, Amazon mailers, these kind of soft-sided things that go in, those are actually not supposed to go into the recycle bin, even though some of them have a number on them. They're actually part of a store drop-off program. And so I kind of just save all these up together and then I take it to a store that accepts them. I'm pretty sure that all Target locations, Sprouts, and local nugget markets here in Sacramento have a bin. It'll just look like a recycling or a trash bin, usually in the front of the store, and you can just toss them in there, and they'll be in a much better place.
Okay, so save our plastic bags, drop them in one of those designated drop areas. What other tips or no-nos can you share with us?
Ooh, let's see. This one seems to be very surprising. Wine corks can actually not be recycled. They can be composted if they're purely cork. Otherwise, they need to be recycled a little bit differently. And my favorite spot in Sacramento is in Midtown at Refill Madness. They have a couple buckets there to recycle a lot of different things. So they can take any sort of all used up dental products, toothpaste, floss containers. They do take these corks, not the plastic ones, and they actually take all beauty containers as well. So either they can go into the proper recycling modes, or they can actually reuse some of these containers for customers coming in who want to get some of the product to try and take home.
Oh my goodness, these are great tips, because I know I have like a glass perfume bottle at home and I'm like, what do I do with it? It doesn't seem like I should throw it out, but can I recycle it? So when you have any questions about what to recycle, where to put it, where can you go to find out?
Well, I'm trying to write as many articles on my website as I can to help with all of those basic things. And truthfully, I Google probably daily what I should do with something. Even my 2-year-old draws on everything with crayons, and unfortunately things that have that wax on it can't be recycled. But I'm constantly finding new things that I just don't know what to do. And the internet for that is a very good place.
Any other great tips that you want to leave our viewers with?
Two quick things more about recycling. One, any local SPCA will actually take any old blankets, towels, washcloths. So if they're not good enough to donate, do it there. Also, medications, don't put them down the toilet or down the sink or just throw them in your trash. There are disposal locations all over the country, actually, and the Department of Justice has a website where you can easily search and find out. It is super simple. Otherwise, we're all learning together.
All right, very good. Sustainable in Sacramento. I love it. Tips. And if you want more of these sustainable tips, you can follow her on Instagram. Keep up with her at Luci's Morsels.